Hello everybody and welcome back to the JStation podcast. This is episode 4. My name is Joe.
I'm Jimmy.
I am Jamie.
We are 3 content creators from the UK. Jimmy, have you fully sobered up from Christmas yet?
Christmas, New Year, birthday, every day in between. You know, like when you have Christmas and New Year, and then the days in between are just like a big alcoholic blur. You're not
just
really
a massive bender for Jimmy.
Exactly. And most of the country, I'd say, you sort of just, oh, it's like 9 o'clock. Well, I'm going to have beans on toast and a beer because it's Christmas. You always.
I feel like that's extended for you as well because your birthday is a week after the New Year.
Exactly. My birthday is after the 12th day of Christmas. So if anything, I get 13 days of Christmas.
Solid. So you've actually you haven't answered my question. Have you sobered up yet?
What did you say about me? I'll fight you. Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Just about. Even though
really
I
mean?
can.
Sorry.
What does sober even mean? What does it mean?
Not well. I'm not addicted to drugs, so I would say just not drinking alcohol.
Saying you're not addicted to drugs sounds like
Something
that someone addicted to drugs would say.
Don't call me out like that. That's my secret. Yeah. So
I mean, I'm sat here and we can see each other's camera feed, even though other people can't see our faces. I can see their faces. And Jimmy, I can see a box next to you, which I'm pretty sure has beer in it.
yeah.
Within arm's reach of Jimmy right now, there is alcohol. And he's saying he's cleaning his act, but I'm suspicious.
It's like, do you know, like that test that kids do, where they have the sweets in front of them, and if they can resist the sweets long enough, and then they get more sweets for it. But if they eat the sweet in front of them, then they don't get rewarded with sweets later. It's kind of like I'm kind of doing that to myself with beer. So I have beer in front of me at all times, and if I can resist it by, I don't know, February, I can go on a massive month-long bender.
So you're doing like a weird version of dry January.
Yeah, exactly. Doubling down.
Sounds like torture.
It is delicious amber nectar floating in front of me. It gives a little bit. But this box...
To be fair, I think Jimmy gets a free pass because it is still kind of his birthday weekend.
That is true. But I've like you said, from Christmas to New Year onwards, I've had enough of alcohol. I think I'm done. I think I can go for the rest of January without a drink now.
I need to start remembering my days again.
Exactly. I think it might be Sunday. We're recording this on a Sunday, which is unusual.
It is weird. We never do that.
In the middle of the day.
Yeah, I know, that's weird. It's bright outside.
Yeah, I can...
That's also true. Yeah, it's daylight. We're doing this. It's really weird.
We should do this more often. I like the daytime vibe of recording. It's relaxing.
Feeling slightly more awake.
Yes, even though I do, as always, have a cup of coffee beforehand doing anything.
Jimmy can't function without his cup of coffee.
Exactly. Not that you guys can see at home, I'm holding up my J3 mug. We have a mystery.
We do. It's the great mug mystery of 2021. And we're only, 10 days in? Oh, at time of recording, we're 10 days in and there's already been a great mystery.
Can't wait. This is going to be 2021, the year of mystery. Ooh.
Explain the mystery to us, Jim.
Right, so I ordered myself a J3 mug. It's literally just like a white mug with the J3 logo on, and it's on one side and it's on the other side.
Which you can find at Teespring.
Which you can find on our Teespring website. I can't remember what it is, the link off the top of my head.
I don't know the link off the top of my head either.
But
it's a confusing one.
It's teespring.com/stores/the-J3-store. Nice and easy to remember.
Wow.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it's almost a rhyme, that was.
You need to put that in your sheet next time, Jimmy, before we start.
Yes, list of links that we can promote. So yeah, I ordered one mug and it arrived in a nice little box with my correct address on, and it said mug safe around it. And I opened up and it was this unblemished J3 mug. Lovely happy days. I was like, cool, the mug I ordered has arrived. And then I want to say like 2 or 3 days ago, like maybe it's the day before my birthday, so 4 days ago, I got another mug that arrived, same J3 mug, but this one had my address on, but the postcode was wrong, and it's got like a small chip underneath and like a blemish on the inside. It's not anything that's going to stop me using the mug. It's fine, but like part of me is just like, I wonder if they sent me a factory second, but then the other part of me is like, well, that can't be right because the postcode is wrong, but the rest of the address is right. Surely the whole thing would be, correct.
What's interesting about the postcode is that it's Joe's postcode, but Jimmy's address, which makes it even weirder because none of us have ordered. Well, not that we can remember. None of us ordered this mug. And it's just appeared out of nowhere.
And Joe's not ordered a J3 mug at all. He's ordered one from Martin from up north.
That still hasn't arrived yet. It's been over a month.
Damn Teespring delivery. But
God damn.
Yeah.
Not that I'm opposed to having a J3 mug. I would have one.
I guess what we're trying to say is if you want a J3 mug, now's the time to buy one because you might get two. The second one might not look great, but you might get two.
Exactly.
So 2 for 1, not bad. January sale.
But if you
Nearly 2 for 1.
But if it's one of our friends and you're listening who sent it to me, please make yourself known. I would like to thank you very much for the free mug. The gifted mug.
But also, we're really sorry the quality of it is terrible.
Yeah. No. It's fine. It's just like, apart from like I said, the small it's like a tiny little, almost like the ceramic has like got a nipple to it, and then there's like a little tiny scuff on the inside. But when you like even put like the mug side by side, like the logo is like a bit higher on the second mug, and like the white is like a tiny bit off white. It's really strange because it's come from a different source. It is from Dolphin Coatings, made in China. So who knows?
So this must mean that someone, possibly a fan of ours, has got it created on a different website and sent it. Somehow got Jimmy and Joe's address, but mixed them together cleverly.
I have a theory.
Sounds counterfeit related.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like totally not counterfeit much. Not
naming any names, Gregory.
I really hope that one day, like, Gregory does make that store a real thing, and he just, like, copies our merch, but, like, really badly, like, as if, like, a child drew it with crayon, and then puts, like, the T-shirts up.
And then the worst thing is that they get more sales than our actual merch store.
No!
Maybe we should collab with him and actually make our own like a fake version of our own merch and sell it on the store.
Oh, that'd be really
fun. Like someone's drawn it in crayon, like to make a joke out of the totally not counterfeit merch.
That's actually a really good idea. That'd be really fun.
Maybe we should.
The spring J3 lineup is totally not counterfeit.
The spring collection.
The funny thing was, I was about to say, a really crappy crayon drawn version of our merch actually sounds like something I would buy. I bet it'll have that nice, I wouldn't go as far as say artistic look about it, but it will be special.
Authentic.
Yeah.
You could always just like, what's the wax transfer paper? You could always get like something like that, then draw it on with crayon and then transfer it onto a t-shirt and then iron it.
That sounds like a lot of effort.
Maybe we need to hit up some sort of graphic designer, but be like, here's the design we want, but can you give it to your 5-year-old, please? Send back the results.
That's an awkward conversation to open with. Like, hey, we want your help, but the stipulation is you must have a child. They're going to be like, what the fuck? So, no, just to draw our designs in crayon, please. We don't actually want your professional skills. We want theirs.
That would be a cool thing to do. Turn like fan art into merch. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, as long as they're okay with us doing it.
Jamie,
but this isn't a call out to make fan art. I'm just saying, as a prospective idea in the future.
That would be cool.
But if anyone is good at drawing our faces, just saying.
I really want cartoon versions of our faces. I'd love that.
I'd love to see that as well. That'd be really fun.
I'd love it.
I think we've mentioned this before.
Yeah, I think I might have.
Yeah, it's something that maybe Amanda's thought about doing before. I'll see if I can get her on board.
Like caricatures.
Yeah, like
that'd be even better.
Or is it reminds me of The Simpsons where Ned's getting his picture drawn and the guy is just like, do you like dune buggies? It's just like, no, not really. He's just like, don't be silly. Everyone loves dune buggies. And looks at the wall behind them. And like everybody's like sat in a dune buggy and he's already finished Ned in a dune buggy as well. It's like his only thing he can draw sort of thing. So yeah, J3 and dune buggies would be great. That'll be our summer lineup t-shirt.
Nice.
That sounds good.
That and booty shops that say juicy across them.
Oh no.
Juicy, but like J3 UC.
UC, yeah.
Oh no. But it's got to be like the hypermote we've got with Jimmy's head just above it.
Or like one of our faces will be randomly printed onto it.
Oh yeah.
You don't know who's you're going to get.
I was like,
it'll be one of us.
Like an unboxing, you know. The legendary is all three of us. It's like every 1 in 100 has like all three of our faces. And then I'm like common, and then you two are like uncommon, so you're rarer. And then that'd be great. Let's do
Jimmy's common as muck.
I'd say that only because like I'm already the hypermote. So
yeah.
That's why I should be on it more, because it relates, and then you guys would be like the special treat, like the gold dusting on top of the fancy cake, you know?
Yeah, your face does appear more in chat than ours. I'm not complaining. I'm happy with this.
I've seen Jamie's lull one getting used a lot more recently.
It's funny because I don't even use it. I don't even use it myself.
We need to...
I feel weird using anything with my own face on it.
I did feel weird at first, and now I'm just like, it's my face. But yeah, initially having like my face floating around in like chat or even like different chats across like streams, I'm like, oh, that's really cool, but also very weird. And now
I'm pretty sure I've used that face for multiple things before. It's just one I've had stored on my desktop, but I've had cut for thumbnails for quite a long time now. I can't remember how. It wasn't one that we took a picture of intentionally. I think it was like when we were just filming outtakes from one of our J3 videos. You pulled a face, print screened it, and it's been used for practically everything that I've used ever since. Because it's just that perfect expression of I'm about to die kind of look.
I always feel that way. I'm always about to die.
In fact, if you guys haven't seen already, our latest YouTube video, which is on youtube.com/J3 channel.
Nice.
Just getting that in there. That same face is used in the thumbnail there. See if you can spot it.
Oh, yeah.
I do want to slightly redesign our emotes. Not like completely change them, but I think that I can make them look nicer than they currently do, apart from the one that Dave made, because obviously those are much better.
Which one?
But I was thinking we need to replace the Christmas one with our Christmas hats with something else, because Yikes barely got used ever. So I was thinking maybe it's time that we give Joe a tier 1 emote.
Yes.
And we make it our own. We make it our own Pog. So we need a Joe Pog face.
I'll do my best.
Or like, I don't know, like the Home Alone, like, oh, hands on the face, like, I'm home alone, sort of shocked expression.
A big gasp.
Because we can't
or maybe like a cartoon version of it. That'd be good. Cartoon emotes I really like. I like when it's like a cartoon version of the streamer's face. It'd be good to have like a cartoon Pog face of Joe.
That'd be great. Maybe we can commission someone to do that.
What expression do we try and, I don't know, replicate in our streams most? What one would be most used?
Everyone loves
pain.
Pog.
Everyone watching our what do people feel when they watch our streams the most?
Cringe.
Agony.
Agony. Propane and propane agony.
Cardiac arrest.
Nothing like pure love and affection or joy, happiness, and relaxation. We can't do that because we make gameplay look hard.
Those are the boring emotions.
Exactly. Those are tier 1 emotions. You want those tier 3 emotions.
And that doesn't sound like us. Let's be honest. That's not our emotion. I mean, it might be Jimmy's, but as a collective.
Another thing, I don't understand why we don't have a hot damn emote. Why don't we have one?
That's a good point. We
don't have one.
Can we do it in the same font as like the RIP emote, or would that not work?
Yeah, we'd have to try something. We haven't got many emote slots to work with, but we'd have to make some changes.
How do we get more? Is it just the size of your channel?
Partner.
Oh yeah, of course.
Partner, which is a good long way away.
Yeah, so
if there are 75 of you out there willing to watch us at every stream we have,
because that's the last thing we need, isn't it? Literally just like 75 average viewers.
Average though, it's
for a month.
For a month. So if no one's got anything to do for the next month, twitch.tv/J3 channel.
Find 74 friends and come along.
Yeah. Invite your World of Warcraft clan. We'll be raiding the same time that you'll be raiding the same time we're streaming, 8 p.m. in UK time, so crack on. Have us in the background while you try to concentrate on raid tactics. Jamie and Joe probably don't know what I'm saying.
This is the weirdest plug.
It's working.
It's like you're appealing only to World of Warcraft fans as well, and we don't even really stream it.
No. I streamed it like during the day if I'm like just hanging out with people. But aside from that.
Not after Shadowlands came out. Did I get that right? Is it Shadowlands?
It is Shadowlands. Well done.
Nice. Wow. I said a World of Warcraft thing and it was correct.
My boy's
job.
Correct. A thing
good
that
work, Jamie.
Raiding. Illidan.
Mythic.
Mythic, yeah.
You remember the game we used to play in our Facebook chat thing?
We still do. So they played a game. Everyone else in our like friendship group called the Salt Shack, everyone else plays World of Warcraft except for me. So they play this game with me where it's called Place or Person, and they give me a word from World of Warcraft, and I have to guess if it's a place or a person. And more often than not, I get it wrong.
Like Illidan does sound like a place, but it's actually a person for a good example.
Yeah, it's quite fun because I genuinely have no idea. I don't look it up to like purposely get it right or wrong. I'm just like, right, my gut's saying this, and I was like, nope.
Well, who is or where is Orgrimmar? Person or place?
Say it again.
Orgrimmar.
Is Orgrimmar a person or a place?
Orgrimmar. It sounds like a place.
Is that your final
answer?
Jinx.
Yeah, it's my final answer.
Correct. It's a place. It's
nice.
It's the whole capital city, or one of them.
Nice. Give me another one.
Kill Jaden. Person or place?
It sounds like a person. I'm going with person.
Correct. It is
Nice.
a member of the Burning Crusade, I think. And stabbed
Nice.
Azeroth, which is their word for Earth, I guess. The planet's name is Azeroth. There's a free one for you. But
Factoids with Jimmy.
There you go.
If anyone's got any more questions for Jamie for the next episode, please pop them in our Discord.
Yeah. Any World of Warcraft question. Give me some name or places.
Trying to think of ones that aren't obvious. The first one I thought of was Silvermoon. I was just like, well, that's obvious.
I'm assuming that's a place.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it could be like a surname.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
It's kind of what I was going with, or hoping to go with.
Bastion.
Bastion is normally a person's name. So I'm going to go with place.
Ding, ding, ding.
Nice.
It's one of the new.
It felt too obvious to be a person.
It's one of the new islands in Shadowlands. So that works out quite nicely.
Nice.
Right.
There's me being like, I normally get them wrong. And then 3 out of 3. Smashed it.
God, just proving yourself wrong every day.
Every day.
That's definitely got to be. I know it's Sunday and it's the end of the week, but that's got to be one of our wins of the week so far. Jamie getting 3 out of 3 on a World of Warcraft quiz.
Yeah, that overrides everything else that's happened this week. For sure.
Speaking of which, have there been any others for you, Jamie?
I've recently started running again, as you guys know at least, but nobody. Well, I've been trying to hold myself accountable for it, haven't I? Because sometimes I go on a diet and then I just don't stick to it, or an exercise regime and I don't stick to it. So I've tried to hold myself accountable for it this time by putting my results in Discord of like what my goals are, and then whether I hit them or not, and what my weight is and how much I've lost each week. So I guess a win for this week was that I'd lost 7 pounds this week, which I know sounds like way too much. I wasn't doing anything super intensive or like starving myself or anything. It's just, for me, when I go on a diet and do some exercise, normally a big chunk of the weight falls off in the first week. I don't know if that's normal, but that's what normally happens for me. So I'm pretty pleased with that because that's half a stone or just over 3 kilograms for anyone that doesn't use our stupid imperial system. So that's a big win. So it means it's working. I started off trying to get back into doing 5Ks, and I'm not at 5K yet, but I've managed to reach 2K now, which is good. That's a win.
Nice.
So I'm trying to do a run every day. I say I'm trying to do a run every day. What I'm trying to do is I saw this thing come up on, I think it was Instagram. I saw it on, I think it's for charity, and it was something along the lines of run the length of a marathon in a month. So that's actually what I'm trying to do. But I thought if I at least run a mile a day, then I should hit that. And then if I then increase the distance that I do run, then hopefully I'll smash it out of the water. So yeah, I've managed to reach 2K again. I'll get back to 5K eventually. I'll get there because I used to be able to.
That's in one run.
When I was in one run, yeah. But I can do 2K in one run now, so I'll get there. So that's a win.
Nice.
And then I guess I got my steering wheel.
Oh yeah.
My steering wheel's a big win. I finally got a racing wheel for games, which is something I wanted for ages. So I thought, screw it.
Yeah, finally bit
Didn't
the
have
bullet.
to spend that much money over Christmas. Yeah, exactly. My family did like a let's not really do presents this year, so I had a bit of money left over. So I thought, why the hell not?
Nice. Yeah.
And everyone knows Jamie's the racing boy of the J3.
A racing boy.
So if you want to catch him crashing whilst using this wheel to play games, just tune into our channel.
Wow.
Jamie got it bad last time you streamed when you did stream with that wheel as well. Everyone was just like, "Oh, did you see that tree there?" I'll just be careful with that wall, Jamie. You really got picked on.
Yeah. Are you supposed to drive into trees?
So if you want to pick on Jamie,
it really doesn't feel real. Like, and obviously it's not going to feel real, but it takes a bit of getting used to doing it with the wheels, with the force feedback and stuff, because it feels artificial, which obviously it's going to. But because there's no momentum on you, like when you turn a corner in a car, obviously there's a bit of momentum that swings you another way. That doesn't happen. You have to feel everything through the wheel. It takes a bit of getting used to.
it'd still be miles better than like having no feedback at all, I reckon.
Of course, yeah. But I'll get used to it. I've set myself a target to get good with it by the end of the year. When I say good, I use the term good loosely, but like, that I can use it comfortably by the end of the year. Fingers crossed.
Have you seen that you can get those seats that you can hook up to your PC that would
be great.
That do give you haptic feedback.
Oh, like
you feel like you're in a car.
They're like a pod, aren't they? More than anything.
Yeah, a pod. Yeah.
I need 2 things: much bigger room and lots of money, please. So if anyone can hit me up with both of those things at the same time, preferably.
Or when we open the J3 office.
Yeah, true.
J3 Studios. That would be great. I'd love that.
Oh, it'd be so good. You have a room just dedicated to like the steering, racing, streaming room thing, and then
and racing room. That'd be so good.
or like a VR room, or a room where you need space that you can play these sorts of things in.
Yeah.
We can have a fully soundproofed room where all three of us can go in and then just record this delicious audio podcast together in person. That'd be nice to do that anyway.
There. Shout at the top of our lungs, have sex as loud as we want. No one will be able to hear it. It'd be great. Wait.
Hold
Did you
up.
not want that?
Hold up. We do that anyway. Why do we have to do it in a soundproof room?
Because then we can really experiment, you know? And not freak the neighbours out.
Hey, I can finally
I
get
was about to say we could stop disturbing the neighbours, or at least stop getting complaints.
Yeah, we can get the car battery out and the jumper cables.
What about you, Joe? Wins?
Yesterday I bought Cold War, the new Black Ops game,
Nice.
so I can kill some zombies again. I haven't played any zombie games since I was at university, which is pretty much all I did when I was supposed to be in lectures as well, was kill zombies. I wasn't any good at it then. I won't be any good at it now, but I want to play it. It was huge fun, especially if I get a group of people together. So if you're listening now and you fancy playing some Cold War zombies with us at some point during the week, hit us up. I'd be keen. So yeah, that's it's on sale at the moment as well, which is why I bought it, which is why it's a win for me.
Nice.
Were you a
Frugal
big
Joe
Left 4 Dead
strikes
fan?
again.
No, I wasn't.
Interesting.
Oh,
it's because
man.
I didn't take you as a zombies kind of guy, so it's interesting. But I don't think, not even sure that I knew this about you. That you loved zombies so much.
I think it's just because it was the game that everyone at uni played. So if ever I went to any LAN parties or any kind of gaming event, it was that game that was big at the time. That was when the first Black Ops came out. That I was in my second or third year at uni. So that's what everyone was playing. And so naturally I got used to it. And I probably enjoyed it more because of the atmosphere that we're playing with other people and getting smashed whilst doing so, and ordering pizza at 3 a.m. in the morning and complaining when the pizza guy was late. God, we were assholes.
Again.
Oh, one of them, eh?
Yeah, looking back at it, I mean, I made sure I never actually answered the door to the pizza guy when he was late, but I always had a housemate that did. She loved giving him grief, and we'd always kind of egg her on. It's like, get a free pizza. Go on, you can do it. And yeah, I feel bad looking back at it, but that still didn't take away from the fact that they were great nights.
I love just like sort of memories of like LAN parties and things like that. How many free pizzas did you get in the end? If you had to like tally it up?
Probably only one or two, not many. I don't think we were very successful.
They were used to the complaints. They're just rolling off their back at that point.
I think if the pizza man knew if it was 3 a.m. and he was getting calls, he knew where he was going and he was ready for a fight.
Remember the big stack of pizza boxes we had in our student house?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Thinking about it now, it's disgusting.
We haven't spoke about this on the podcast yet, have we?
No, it was disgusting.
Yeah, so Joe will remember as well when we all worked at the cinema. Obviously, all four of us in the house worked there. So when you finish at cinema, you tend to finish at 1, 2 in the morning. That was a good night usually. And then we'd come back, and because we're all students, we're all nocturnal anyway. And we'd be like, hey, do you want to order pizza? Be like, I haven't eaten dinner yet. We're like, yeah, but that would happen every night because at least one of us would be on like a closing shift. So for like the whole year, we were probably eating pizza every night or every 2 nights at least, for like especially around Christmas time. So someone made a Domino's Christmas tree based on all the pizzas they had ordered. And Domino's are like, cool, because you love pizza so much, we'll send you a free one. And we were like, yeah, all right. We've got shitloads of Domino's pizza boxes too. So we like stacked it like floor to ceiling and tweeted Domino's. And all we got was, wow, you guys must really like pizza.
I wanna point out when Ginny says floor to ceiling, that's not an exaggeration.
No, it was, yeah.
We had so many because we didn't really have like anything to chuck our recycling in properly. We would just stack them up in the porch. And yeah, we took this picture and they were just like, yeah, you really, really must love pizza. But then like, we were obviously well pissed at the time. Like, what the fuck? But then now when I think back about it, I'm like, we sent them this picture of just a bunch of pizza boxes in this terrible, terrible tower of just grease and sadness. And I don't know what else they would have done, really.
And that was the start of Jimmy and Jamie's crippling debt.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right, though. We ate pizza so much.
Because we got paid every 2 weeks as well. It was always payday, pretty much.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that, like, each we ate pizza every day or every 2 days, but like at least one of us in the house was getting pizza every day.
Yeah.
Domino's made a killing out of us.
Oh yeah, Domino's, Pizza Hut if we mixed it up. Very rarely Papa John's.
Yeah, made an absolute killing.
Yeah.
I did hear we used to know someone that worked at that Domino's. Actually, no, that's a lie. We knew someone that worked at the Pizza Hut next door, but he found out that Domino's there, the one we went to, well, the one that was near our uni, was the busiest Domino's pizza delivery in the UK.
Amazing.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Didn't one of our friends' now ex-boyfriend, he used to be a manager there, didn't he, or something like that?
I don't think that was that one.
Was it a different one?
I feel like there was another one in the town.
There's one down the road, isn't there? Because there's the one on the high street.
Yeah, that was the busy one.
Yeah.
But I think there was one near where I live now that he was possibly a manager of.
I see.
Newish. I probably took some of the load off the real busy one when it eventually did open.
You don't want to know the markup from pizza to cost to customer, though. It's really upsetting.
Yeah, I don't think we should divulge it. It's not our place to say.
No.
And I don't want to be upset either.
Same as cinema popcorn, isn't it? It's just,
yeah.
You know you're getting ripped off, but you love it anyway.
Oh, it tastes so good. Both the popcorn and the pizza.
Yeah.
We used to make the popcorn, didn't we? And one of those massive long bags that would feed probably 20 different customers was like 50p.
And now we're being sued.
Yeah.
It's fine. We haven't said which cinema we worked for.
We're not telling anyone anything they don't already know.
Yeah, true. It's not news. Tell you what, do you remember being on those like making popcorn shifts though? And before they like got really strict with us, they'd be like, "Oh, you need like to test the popcorn to make sure it's not burnt." So naturally, everyone took liberties with that and was just like, "Oh, I'll just have to test several handfuls per batch." At the end of your 8-hour shift, you're stinking of popcorn and you feel sick from eating too much of it. And
worth it though.
Yeah, it's so good. Because it was obviously the freshest you can possibly make it. And you can make it as sweet or salty as you like. You had like complete power. It was the best.
Yep. You don't know fresh popcorn until you've had it straight from the popper itself.
Yeah.
Oh man, like literally it's still hot. Still hot, fresh out the popper.
Warm.
Oh boy.
Just popped, literally.
The one thing our cinema didn't do, which I wish they did, was melted butter. That's wicked on
Very
popcorn.
American thing, isn't it?
Yeah, very American, but so delicious.
Should have brought in your own for those popper shifts.
Just pop into Tesco's and buy a stick of butter and we're like, "Can you just warm this up for me?" Put it in the microwave behind you.
Pop into Tesco's, good one.
Hey.
I was thinking the same thing.
I missed that one.
Jimmy, what was your win of the week?
I don't know. I think I completed another lap around the sun. It was my birthday.
Yes, it was. We have mentioned that, but we haven't properly delved into it.
Yeah.
We know you were drunk for it, but that's about it.
So so yeah, I treated the Twitchiverse to a day stream where I was just like hanging out and having a good time while Jodie was at work, and then she finished work and we ordered pizza, funnily enough. Then I had an evening stream which I still have in the room actually. I haven't taken it downstairs yet. My friend Andy, I was best man at his wedding, and when he asked me, he gave me this like big beer stein. So I was drinking out of that, filling it up with Punk IPA, and then about 9 o'clock got a delivery, and it turns out Jamie had sent me like this craft beer collection box, which Joe mentioned earlier. And then I pretty much emptied that box, and then was very drunk on stream. But it was super lovely. Jodie had gathered everyone to fill out this like digital birthday card for me. And it was like one of the sweetest things I've ever seen. It was so nice. And just having all these people that I've obviously just met over the last like 9 months or so wishing me happy birthday, and like you guys and Jodie and like family and friends as well. Like I will definitely cherish that forever. If I could print it off somehow, I'd love that. It was so nice. So yeah,
it was adorable watching you read it.
Yeah. It took me ages to read as well. There's so much. I was like literally just blown away by the amount of like people. Like I must be doing something right, because everyone keeps saying how like, I don't know, like how nice I am. And yeah, just obviously like sort of bring the tone down a little bit. Obviously, if you don't know, my dad had passed away, but for all these people who have been saying such nice messages about me, it makes me really think that I would be someone that he'd be proud of. So that was what I was thinking at the time on my birthday. So that made me really happy. So thank you everyone for such the lovely, heart-touching messages.
And if you did leave a message, Don't forget, I will be sending you the money for it. Thank you for doing it with compensation only. I'll be in touch.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
Oh yeah, Jimmy. By the way, some adjustments need to be made to the J3 pot.
Oh, okay. Just tell me where to send the money.
Yeah, but no, I wasn't surprised. Really cool. I wasn't surprised at all. You're well loved in the community. I don't think you realize it until something like this happens.
Yeah, it really sort of opens your eyes a bit, and you're just like, holy crap! I didn't realize how many people I've met and like how many like lives I'm like a part of now and stuff. It's really cool and really like scary, but really exciting at the same time.
It's nice to see that over such a shitty year, something so good has come of it.
Yeah, we definitely made like the best of it. I think we've done. It's kind of hard to put this into words, but like you said, it's been so bad, but I think we've done our best to sort of try to like brighten our own lives with each other, and then in doing so have like affected other people's. I think I don't look back at like the last year with any regret. Like I don't think I've wasted any time.
It's a two-way street as well. You say about we've affected other people's lives, but they've kind of returned a favor.
Absolutely.
So everyone we've met, and everyone that's been really, really nice and really generous to us, although they keep telling us how nice we are or how much we've helped get them through this awkward period.
Well, you two, not me.
You're the punching bag. You're there for like you're there for when the days are a little bit too hard and we need to beat something up.
Yeah, you're the ultimate stress relief. Pure anger. If someone needs to vent, send them that way. But yeah, so it goes both ways. It's a two-way street.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. We love you guys.
I think talking about affecting lives and how nice everything is, blah, blah, is a good segue into the charity stream.
Oh, God, yeah.
Did. Well, it's actually nearly a month ago now.
Yeah.
Which is bar 9 days.
What?
But you guys would have heard us talk about on our last podcast. And if you obviously watch us on Twitch and our YouTube, you would have heard us talk about it on every single day for a good month. We did a charity live stream on the 19th of December, trying to raise money for Young Minds, a charity who help children and young people who are struggling with mental health by providing them like support and services and a place to turn to. And it went so much better than we could ever have imagined.
Unreal.
We did a charity stream back in, I think, March or April.
I think it was April, May, wasn't it?
Something like that. We managed to raise £1,360, I think.
Around that.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, British Red Cross. And this time round, we were like, okay, let's set a goal of 1,500 because I don't know if we'll like be able to do as good as the last one because it's Christmas and it's been a financially difficult year. But my lordy, just shy of £2,500 raised for Young Minds, 2,450 to be exact.
Yeah.
After including all the bits and subs that were sent to us that day as well, which is absolutely mind-blowing that we like almost doubled it. It's like almost doubled our previous. Insane. I can't believe it.
And we thought the previous number that we took was well far and beyond anything we could ever imagine. So this one, nearly doubling it again during these financial tricky times. Great work. Thank you everyone who donated. Thank you so much.
And tuned in and got involved. And I guess I'd like to make a special mention specifically for Dieter with his because he contributed at least one fifth of that pot money by himself, which is incredible. £500 from just one individual is like I can't even think about. No, exactly. I can't even think about like how someone's able to just do that, because I couldn't afford to do that. So it's really mind-blowing to see someone just be like, okay, yeah, I've got £500, let's put it straight towards charity because this means something to me. Yeah, thank you so much. But also thanks to everyone else with how much. It doesn't matter how much you donated, we're all grateful for every single one of them.
Absolutely. We couldn't have reached that goal without everyone like sort of taking part and getting involved. And I think we really did something that's quite really something that is different and quite unique. So obviously we had like guests on as well who were talking about their mental health experiences. Like we had Jodie come on and she like gave a speech for about an hour talking about like the negative impacts of like the stigma around mental health and how it can affect people from looking out for treatment and stuff like that. And we got like some of our streamer friends as well from like all different backgrounds. We had Your Goth Girlfriend who is very open about her position with mental health and how she goes in for therapy. And we spoke about having a therapist and like what that means to her and like why there shouldn't be a stigma behind that and like how like she approaches it and how it's affected her life, like things like that. And I believe, what was it? Joe had Martin and Mick on, and you guys had a really good conversation about the negative stigma around things such as phrases, like small phrases like "men don't cry" and stuff like that, and how they can have a long-lasting effect on people. And Jamie with our friends overseas in America as well, Ryder and Ham, and mental health in different communities and different ethnicity backgrounds and stuff like that as well, and what it means to them and how...
We hit a lot of different valid points with every guest that we had on.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to try and find a way to see if we can save those.
Yes.
So we can hopefully be able to play them back at some point. So if anyone does want to see them, there's very useful points in there. So I do recommend, assuming we can get them saved, to go look them up.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. I'd like to be able to watch those back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should still be there. We should be able to download them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They may not last much longer, so we might have to grab them soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that we can do that.
Yeah.
I think we've got 2 months to do so.
Oh, that's good.
Another month.
As long as we get it on a hard drive or something, then we can do whatever we want later on, can't we?
Yeah. And back to quickly just what Jamie was mentioning about Dita donating a fifth of what we raised. I'm not sure if he wants it, but I'm going to quickly give him a cheeky plug. So if you're not following him already on Twitter, he does some on Twitch. Sorry, does some awesome speed runs, and that's spelt D13TER. I definitely recommend go check him out.
It's a lovely man, big heart. Yeah, I'm incredibly proud of what we accomplished on that charity live stream. Same with the first one. Like we went in, and some people have said as well, like when you're like a small streamer, keep your expectations sort of like, you know, try to raise £100 and like go from there. Which is obviously what we did on the first one, and end up like 10 timesing that to £1,000 and over. And then like it happened again. Like we're in this like unique position where, I don't know, I'm glad that we can do something, and so proud of us for being able to do something, use our platform for good, and hopefully we can do bigger and better and more exciting things once we're together as well in the future. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
The problem is we're slowly approaching 30 years old, and it's getting tiring doing streams for that long. So I don't want to do another until 2025, if possible.
Like, I'll be 34 by then. Or 33. Hang on.
I was absolutely shattered by the end of it. And if anyone goes back and watches the VOD, you'll see in the last 2 hours that we're all just so groggy and
we were delirious.
Yeah. But it was real good fun. Like, I had a great time doing it. We ate so many Brussels sprouts. And like almost an entire Yule log each.
Yeah,
and so much eggnog. So much stuff happened. It was great. There were so many highlights from that.
Joe, tell us about your eggnog. Because me and Jamie had real eggnog. Well, homemade eggnog, but Joe...
Yeah, I don't know if we ever divulged this to anyone before the stream, actually.
Am I going to give away the secret? Is it something I have to say out loud?
It's an Easter egg for those who listen to the podcast.
Okay, that's a good point. So for anyone was one of the forfeits that we had to do I think it was £25 donated in one go. Mm-hmm. We had to do a shot of eggnog. Both Jimmy and Jamie made their own. It's not huge over here in the UK, so there wasn't any stores that we could just go to and buy it, or not any ones close to us. You had to go to some weird, obscure places to find stuff that sold it. So Jimmy and Jamie looked up online for some ingredients and made their own. And from what I can make out, turned out very nice. I think Jimmy's turned out super thick.
That was Jamie's. That was super thick.
Oh, that was Jamie's. That was Jamie's. That was super thick. Yeah. Okay. I won't say I didn't want to go through the effort, but I didn't give myself enough time to go up and look up ingredients and figure out what to do. So I just did the next best thing I could do and use what I had in the house, which wasn't much. Turns out it was actually just protein shake. That's all I had. And rum. I just mixed it with rum.
So it was a vanilla flavored protein shake, wasn't it?
It was vanilla. So the vanilla plus the bit of rum obviously being like a brownish kind of color, and the vanilla protein shake being just a clear white when they mixed together did look like eggnog. The first one that I had, Amanda mixed up for me whilst I was streaming because I didn't have it ready straight away. And I'm pretty sure the proportions were half and half. That was strong. All the ones after that, I made sure I did myself. But yeah, so now you know.
Did you put milk in as well?
Yeah.
Or water with the protein shake? Because was it protein powder or was it like a premix?
It was okay. So it was one you could either mix with water or with milk, but I mixed it with milk first earlier that day before we actually went live. So there was a ton of it in the fridge, and then just the rum next to the fridge. So we just mixed it up as I went.
I guess I want to say for anyone English or like British who hasn't had eggnog before, because like Joe said, it's not really like a big thing over here. It's actually delicious.
Oh, that's so nice.
And I can't believe, because it looks and sounds horrible, but if you make your own, it's actually delicious. And obviously that means you can put whatever alcohol you want in it, or not. You don't even have to.
Yeah. Like the guy,
you can spice it however you like, and it's actually really tasty, and I'd definitely have it again next year, or for next Christmas.
Or in the summer, in July, I'm just going to make some eggnog. Sitting in the garden, just sweating my ass off, and be like, you know what I want? Thick drinks right now. Thick Christmas drinks.
Come out so thick. I think it might have been, so Jimmy was messaging me because I was making it the night before the stream, and Jimmy was texting me some stuff because he'd sent me the recipe he used, and I was trying to make it, and I don't know, there's a part of it where you have to dip a spoon in it to see if it coats it, and if it does coat it nicely, then you know that it's ready. But mine just wasn't doing it at all. It just wasn't coating it. So I ended up cooking, well, like simmering. It wasn't really simmering, but like I heated the mixture for like maybe 1.5 times the like duration you're supposed to. And then when I started mixing it all afterwards, it was really a workout, because then when it started cooling, it really started to thicken up. And I was like, Jesus. And then the next morning when you poured it, it just kind of like fell out almost like yogurt. But it was super thick, but it was great.
I wonder why it wasn't coating your spoon though. That's really weird, because you done everything right, and I did exactly the same, and it like stick on the back of the spoon fine. But maybe you just have a cursed spoon. You should have tried a different one.
Maybe. I did. I tried 2 different spoons, and it did the same to both of them. I wonder if maybe my spoons are actually plastic and I didn't know about it. I don't know. But
maybe Jimmy used the same spoon that he uses to make fajitas, which we always know comes out quite thin and watery.
I've stepped up my fajita game recently, and I can't wait to make him for you guys.
I believe it when I see it.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
me too.
let me tell you what's changed. It's more water. No.
Before you tell us what's changed, should we explain the joke at the same time?
Go for it. Don't me to say it.
No,
you
so
go.
I guess this is the early days of J3, when we used to we'd go around Jimmy's flat to do our recording for our YouTube videos, and quite often, whoever's house we were going to, which was normally Jimmy's at the time, he would make dinner for us as well. Like we'd all chip in a third of the cost, and Jimmy would buy the ingredients to make us dinner. And one of the meals that you made us was fajitas, and me and Joe were astonished because we don't know what Jimmy did, but when you like picked up the fajita to eat it, it just like water would just would gush out the bottom of the fajita. And I wish I was making that up. I really wish I was making that up. It would just like really drip like all over the plate. And we were just, I think the first time we were just like, oh, it must be just a bit weird. But then you did it again. And then me and Joe were just kind of like, why are these fajitas so wet? So we started taking the piss out of your fajitas. I forget, we came up with a bunch of names for them. I can't remember what any of them really were.
I can't even remember.
But we came up with so many names for like how wet and soggy they were. But then you surprised us by then making burritos another time, and they were honestly incredible.
They were bang on.
So the joke with us is that like you don't let Jimmy cook your fajitas because he boils the chicken in water.
I think you made
so wet.
Almost like a Vine style video of that once, taking the piss out of yourself.
Yeah.
So right, here's my secret ingredient, and you pan the camera down to just many pints of water.
I don't know. I guess I'm just not cooking the chicken long enough for all the moisture evaporate. And then when I
still want to know why they're so wet though.
I don't know. I fixed it now. I've been putting corn flour in, and it dries it up, and it's like a stodge instead. It's like a decent.
I want to ask you a question about how you cook it.
Yeah.
Which is when you have like the fajita flavoring, because I'm assuming you either use just like little spice tubs, or you like use like the old El Paso packet.
Well, I make my own now, but yeah.
Do you add water?
No.
Because that was the only thing I could think of, that I thought maybe you like added a bit of water to kind of turn it into more of like a sauce than a powder.
No, it's literally the moisture from like the veg and the chicken. I don't know if I'm cooking it wrong or what, but maybe it's too hot, maybe it's not hot enough. But yeah, it was literally just like the moisture leaving like the food and like staying in the saucepan, and then like like you said, like I'll put the chicken in after all the veggie cooked for a little bit, put the spice mix in, and then for some reason it's wet. I don't know. There's a part in there that I'm doing wrong.
Jimmy buys drowned chicken.
But I've been making my own spice mix recently, and
Nice.
I put corn flour in it, and that seems to be doing the trick. And it's like it's it doesn't soak the plate anymore. If anything, it makes it too dry, and I do have to add water to make a little bit of a stodge. But
Oh, it means you need more salsa.
yeah.
Put some salsa in there. Yum.
But I've really stepped up the fajita game, and it's by making my own tortillas. And let me tell you,
What?
it's the best. It's so easy to
I still don't
do
know
as
if
well.
I trust you.
When we can see each other again in person, I'll make you tortillas and vajitas, and then we'll have a great time.
Maybe we should stream it. Cook 'em with Jimmy. We'll stream it, and then we'll show you how wet they are afterwards.
Yeah, you guys bite into it. It goes. It's just like Victoria Falls.
Niagara.
I just wish I knew how you did it. How you got your chicken so wet without using water.
Don't know.
Jimmy, you need to prove to me that your fajitas are now less wet. Send me some in the post, and I'll do a taste test when they arrive.
Hopefully there doesn't rain, because then the envelope will just get soggy anyway.
Don't blame the rain
All right.
for what is inevitably going to be your wetness.
Oh, that's a pickup line, but rather.
Grab your coat, Joe.
It's gushing.
We've been speaking of food, which we always talk about on
Yep.
our podcast. I'm sure of it. We've been trying to mix up what foods we have, and Teagues has recently discovered that she is very good at making katsu curry.
Oh, I love katsu curry.
And it's like, well, I think possibly one of the favorite things that she cooks.
Yum.
It's so good.
Is it as good as the one
So good.
in the town that we went to for?
Not quite, but she's only made it twice, and even for making it 2 times, it's still pretty damn tasty.
Nice.
You're thinking of Kokoro.
Kokoro, as in Maidenhead, I think.
Yeah, there's one in Maidenhead, one in Reading. Yeah, they're good. Their katsu curry is
Oh, that's
pretty
good.
damn tasty.
I remember waiting for it, and all these delivery drivers are going in and out because they were having like a mad rush or something. They must have had a sale on or something, but it took ages for us to get there because there was like 5 drivers in front of us.
Yeah, it's good stuff though.
So
Big
yum.
good. Big thumbs up. Many taste.
Do you like katsu curry, Joe?
Yeah. Amanda makes a pretty good one as well. I don't think I've ever ordered it when I've been out, though. Whenever I've been to a restaurant that sells katsu chicken, I usually go for something else on the menu. I don't know why. It's just never something I really ordered, but I do like it.
That's fair enough.
It's shut up for me, like really high into my big foods that I'd probably order at a restaurant. But if I saw it at a restaurant next, I probably would consider getting it because it's really tasty.
Good
Whenever, so the last time I went to somewhere that sold katsu chicken was Wagamama's. But whenever I go there, I have to order my favorite thing, and it's these like thick udon noodles with sliced steak on top,
Oh.
really like sliced up medium rare bits of steak that have been seasoned, and damn, that's good.
Is it ramen or is it like a different kind of dish?
No, it's not a ramen dish. It's just noodles that have been seasoned with slices of steak on top. It's
Nice.
good.
Man, I miss going out for ramen. There's something just delicious about takeaway. Well, ramen that's like made out. Obviously, I've tried to make my own, but it's not as good because I haven't got bone broth, and you sort of have to cheat a little. But
I miss going out for food in general.
yeah, that was my second thing I was thinking of. Just like, oh yeah, that's
I miss it.
It'll be back.
So many just little things that you don't realize you kind of take for granted when everything's normal.
Jody
Just
said
going
about
out to a restaurant to eat.
yeah. Jody's like, oh, people, because I was like complaining that it's like too many people going out for walks still, even though we're in lockdown, and they're because I like obviously go out running every day, and she was just like, well, yeah, but like you have to think like everyone's like all like going stir crazy indoors because you can't just go to like the cinema anymore, like can't go bowling. I was like, oh yeah, people used to do that.
Yeah, people had activities they could do,
Yeah.
but now all we've got is going out for walks and running. And that's pretty much it.
I don't know about you, Jimmy, but whenever I go out for running, and actually Jamie now as well, I'm always the running out of the way of people running into the mud.
Or running in the
so
road.
they can stay on the path kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one else does the other way. Like whenever I'm the walker and there's a runner, I will try and move out the way. No one
Yeah.
seems to do the same for me.
No,
Winds me up a little bit.
Yeah, the same. Like no one gets me any courtesy. I have to like throw myself in front of traffic so I don't like breathe all over them because obviously I'm the one
Yeah.
who's like
If it logically makes sense for me to be the one to move out the way, then fair enough.
Yeah.
But if they're in a better position to move out the way, but just stare me down as I'm running towards them, and I end up having to go out the way, then I'm angry.
Yeah.
Then I'm pissed off.
It's a little frustrating, but
yeah.
I like to go out for runs in the dark. I prefer doing it in darkness than in daytime.
I've been doing that recently. I enjoy that. Got one of those head-mounted torches that strap around my forehead.
Oh, I need one of those.
I don't have one yet, but I was thinking about getting something more reflective because I'm really not that visible at the moment when I do my running. But I do normally try and run in like on street lit roads, so at least there's more visibility and you can see me. But I do need to invest in something like that. But I've really enjoyed doing it in January, going out running at like 5:30 p.m. because it's like nice and brisk. So when you run, you don't overheat.
I mean,
like
at the moment,
nice and
it's
cold
like,
everywhere else.
It's -2 everywhere at the moment, so it sucks whenever you go at the moment.
Yeah, like went out for a run the other day and I couldn't actually warm up. Normally you get going, the first bit's cold, and then after like, I don't know, a kilometer maybe, or not even that, after like a few minutes you warm up. But this time I think I warmed up right near the end of the run, and I think this was like a 6K run maybe. I started feeling warm as I was making my way back.
I have a question about running for you two, actually. There's something that I thought of when I was out running yesterday. That I feel like I run weird, but I don't know if I run weird because I don't know anyone else that runs really.
Okay.
Apart from you two. So what part of your foot hits the floor first?
Do you
Heel.
Heel, but you shouldn't be striking with your heel. You should sort of like try to have like a. Obviously, I'm holding my hand up for the camera, but not flat foot,
almost
but
be
with heel
flat planted, but with a slight flick up of your toes kind of thing.
So you're like rolling on your foot, but it's like almost flat, but with your heel sort of striking first, and you roll on your foot, I guess.
Yeah, I'm running weird then. 100% can confirm.
James running on his toes, isn't he?
Kind of.
Are you sprinting? Are you running on the balls of your feet?
I've noticed that when I jog, the balls of my feet hit the floor first, and then I was like, I feel like this isn't how I should be running, but I can't not do it. It just any other way that I try and run, it feels uncomfortable.
You probably just need a little bit of practice then. The best thing to do is sort of like lean so your chest sort of goes forward a small bit, because then you'll like naturally fall into a running gait anyway. That's how that tip helped me when I first started.
Okay.
See, in my
I'm imagining
head,
it,
for
and
Jamie,
it makes me feel like I would put my ball of the feet first if I leant forward.
Yeah,
to
that's
try and balance myself.
kind of how
I
I
suppose.
thought that as well.
I feel like if anything, I need to lean backwards.
You're too far, but you're just like 90 degrees bent over.
Run at a 45-degree like backwards angle.
Like phasmophobia when you crouch and look up.
But yeah, it's something that I noticed that I feel like I'm running normally as if I'm running uphill, because I feel like when you run uphill, you should kind of really ball your foot first.
Yeah.
And it's just I've noticed that even on flats, that's how I run. And then I tried to run like heel first to kind of let my foot roll myself forward, but I just didn't. It doesn't feel comfortable to me.
You might have tight calf muscles, so it's constantly pulling your toes down. So you feel like naturally you want to start with your toes when you're running, or the ball of your feet. So maybe if you start stretching your calves a bit, might lean it back a bit so you land on your heels more.
I've been doing some like all-round leg stretches before running, but maybe I need to look at some other stretches to do or something like that. But I'll see if I can try and worm my way into doing it flat foot, like you guys said, rather than trying to run uphill but not uphill all the time.
Well, the fact that you're running 2K essentially in a sprint position is damn good work.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
Sprint
I can't run
2K.
further. I'm running like an idiot.
You put your foot down and all of a sudden you've run for like a marathon distance in a day and you're like, oh, that's where I've been going wrong.
I don't have any of like the proper running equipment either, but I guess it's because I'm not that serious about it. I'm just kind of doing it for fitness rather than anything else. But I don't have any like lycra stuff to wear. I don't have proper running shoes.
I mean, I don't have lycra. I've never now think about it.
I thought that your like reflective top you have is like lycra, is it not?
I guess.
I thought you had like a high vis top.
I wouldn't say it's lycra, but I do have a high vis top. Yeah.
You have some like those. Are they like compression shorts that you wear underneath your trousers, your shorts sometimes?
They're like built into my shorts. So it's like
sometimes you have ones that are lower than or like knee length, right? Or am I making that up?
The compression shorts hold your nuts in.
Yeah. Oh no, I used to have like cycling shorts that I used to just sort of put on and then put my running shorts on top because I was like self-conscious about my legs at the time. But I haven't worn them in ages. I did have like, actually no, I used to have running leggings as well. But I think they ripped or something. I
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But I don't have any of the gear either. I don't bother.
Yeah, I just spend £100 on shoes and that's it. Shitty shorts that cost me a tenner.
I've been going out in jogging bottoms and a t-shirt with a jacket over it because I don't have anything that's quite warm enough that's not a jumper. So I've been wearing like a jacket over the top. And because I don't have anything so the the pockets in my jogging bottoms they're shit. So what I've been doing is putting my phone in, because I obviously run with music. I've been putting my phone in the sleeve of my jacket and just running along with the phone, like bouncing up and down in the sleeve of my jacket. There's nowhere else to put it.
See, I just hold my phone. It's a pain, and I've always done that. I still don't class myself as a runner, but I remember when me and Jimmy did the half marathon, I ran the whole way round with my phone in my hand.
You did.
And I distinctly remember having a photo taken when I was running round, and that was like my most commented comment on the photos. Are you running with your phone? It didn't even occur to me that it was weird, but everyone thought it was.
I guess it's just like when you run with a water bottle in your hand, you sort of just don't know it's there after a while, do you? It's just part of you.
Yeah, well, I forget.
Yeah. I don't like running with things in my hand, though. It makes my fingers go tingly. Is that...
Yeah, that's why I don't. If I hold my phone for too long when I'm running, it kind of makes my hand feel a bit numb, almost.
I don't like it, but I do it. I should really sort out something. I mostly don't like it, though, when I'm starting a run and it's cold outside. Because if I'm clenching my fists, and my hands can usually stay warm. But if I've got one hand holding a phone, that hand is freezing, usually.
At least your phone won't
overheat. Could buy one of those, like, wrist or, like, limb thing, you know, like the Velcro strap that goes around you.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about getting one of them.
It's crossed my mind for the last 2 or 3 years to buy one, and I just haven't.
I'll just get like a jacket with zip-up pockets. That's what I did.
I do, but it's not like I can't use it for every kind of weather condition.
Oh, I guess.
Do you hold it in your hand so that when you come to the end of your run and you're like, oh, I really could get a bit extra distance, you just fucking yeet your phone. It's like they're ready to throw to get those few extra meters.
Every time.
You throw it like a skipping stone so it goes further.
Add that to Strava. Crack screen, but fuck it.
You've set the world record for a kilometre.
It just adds a little bit of extra weight momentum on my hand so I can go faster.
Nice.
the go faster strategy.
Speaking of going fast,
extra grams.
Gotta make your brains go fast because we're very quickly running out of time and we haven't got to the podcast question of the week yet.
Oh, go for it.
So, is cereal a soup?
Yes.
No.
Right,
next week on Jay.
All right, so make sure you follow us on YouTube and Twitch. No, I'd say no, because soup for me doesn't have like big bits in. I don't know actually.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Soup does have big bits in it.
It does. Jodie thinks that stew is a soup, and it throws me off, but she's also right.
I have a very solid argument for this.
Go on.
And if you guys can contest this, I'll be astounded. But on the box, it says cereal. On the box of soup, it says soup. Not once does it say the word soup on a cereal box.
I guess going against what I just said, soup is a liquid with floaty bits in, crunchy and soft, right? It's normally served warm, but you can have cold soup too. And cereal is a cold liquid with floaty, crunchy bits in. So I guess in that sense, they are similar. It could be a soup. Like
it's a breakfast soup.
Gazpacho kind of thing, like cold tomato soup.
What is the dictionary term of soup? What is the dictionary explanation of the word
this
soup?
is where it all starts to go down.
Wet dinner.
Wet dinner. In which case I can't argue. But if basically what makes cereal liquid is just milk. It's milk that makes it liquid.
What if you had
are you saying just a bowl of milk is soup?
Maybe. What if you had a
But you could say that with any liquid then.
What if you had like a bunch of vegetables and poured milk in it? And is that a cereal then because you've got milk and then it's like got potatoes floating in it? Does it constitute the base?
Well, I guess it's called cereal because it has cereals in it.
Yeah.
Like the wheat and the corn and whatever it is that make it are cereals, aren't they? But then what's the difference between a box containing cereal and then a bowl of cereal that has an extra ingredient in it, but they're both called cereal? What?
See what you mean?
Well, exactly. That was my point. It sounds to me like if cereal is a soup, then what constitutes it being a soup is the milk, because it's made it into a liquid form.
Yeah.
So you could say that about any liquid, really, because if you take the cereal out of the milk, it's still a bowl of liquid. So is it therefore still soup? Could I just, this glass of Pepsi that I've got next to me, could I pour it into a bowl and it'd be called soup?
Well, no, because if you put it in a bowl with like a pork shoulder, then you've got pulled pork eventually.
I'm sticking with my no.
All right, I think I'm on the no.
I don't genuinely believe that cereal is a soup, but I feel like it could be classed as soup if you really wanted it to, like a breakfast soup.
Breakfast soup.
Because it's a bowl of something that you eat, like a bowl of liquid edibleness. Let's call it that. That's what soup is. It's a bowl of liquid edibleness.
Do you eat soup or drink soup?
What?
Do you eat soup or
where
drink soup?
Where have we gone now?
They just answer the question.
Yeah, Jamie.
Wow. I guess if you're eating it with a spoon, you're eating it. If you're drinking it, you're drinking it, right? If you're using a spoon,
but
I guess eating.
Soup is a liquid mostly, right? So
yeah, but what about yogurt?
You eat yogurt. I guess because that's thicker.
Double standards.
Yeah, and Jimmy, if I'm...
But you eat cereal, you don't drink cereal, is what I'm getting at.
If I drink this Pepsi with a spoon, am I eating it?
I guess if you've got soup in a mug, you're drinking it, right?
Yeah.
Is it always about the container? Is that what this is? It's about the container.
So I was going to say, you eat cereal regardless of the container. You know, I'm going to eat my cereal now is the correct phrase, but I guess you eat soup or you can drink soup out of a mug, like Jamie said.
If I had cereal out of a flask and I was chugging it, I'd say I'm drinking it.
Just gonna drink my cereal.
It's down. It sounds like it's down to the vessel of transportation into your mouth.
Someone comes up to you and just like, "Oh, Joe, you got a cup of tea there?" You're like, "No, cereal." Do you want some?
Exactly, guys. And don't try and argue me. Just listen to this podcast and you'll understand.
Don't try and argue me.
Don't at Joe.
Don't at me.
J3_channel on Twitter. Don't at him.
If you guys are watching this on YouTube, put your thoughts in the comments below. Where do you stand on this subject?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
Is cereal a soup, and do you drink or eat soup? Go for it. And what constitutes your answer? I need a detailed explanation.
Yeah,
as much as you can possibly provide.
I'm thinking about this more. You can't slurp solid foods, but you can slurp tomato soup, right? So surely you'll be drinking it because you slurp a drink, like you slurp tea and coffee.
I'm pretty sure if I tried hard enough, I can slurp pulled pork.
I actually agree with that. You could definitely slurp spaghetti.
Yeah, true, true. Good point.
Or most pasta in general, I think you can just slurp it like a lasagna. You could definitely slurp a lasagna.
So yeah, that's no argument there.
I'm not convinced either way now. I'm like really confused. I'm not sure. I appreciate like Jamie being on the yes and Joe being on the no side, but now I'm like, what side do I take?
He's on the fence. He's on the fence.
It's down to your comments, I guess. Try and get Jimmy on your side with the comments down below. Or if you're listening to this on Spotify, head over to our Discord channel and put your point in there. Don't break things, Jim.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm in charge this week.
Speaking of finding us, I guess it's about time we plug, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So, if you want to find us on Twitch, it's twitch.com/J3channel.
Nope.
We stream.
Nope.
Did I say .com? Fuck. It's twitch.tv. God damn it. This is what happens when I nominate myself to do it. I fuck it up.
Now you see how hard my job is. You wonder why I mess it up all the time.
Twitch.tv/J3channel. We stream 5 days a week. Every now and then, it's all three of us, which we have to do remotely now. But otherwise, it's one of us, and we'll just kind of switch who streams each day. Come along, have a big, good, fun laugh. YouTube.com/J3channel. If you want to find our videos, we do some gameplay videos. We also upload our podcast there as well. If you're listening to this on Spotify, and YouTube would be easier for you, and we do put them on YouTube as well. What else is there to plug? Oh, my lordy.
Instagram,
Discord?
Twitter, Discord.
Yeah, Twitter. Twitter, you can find us at J3_channel, which is...
Raging.
I think we complain about this literally every time, and we'll never stop complaining until we get the underscore removed. Instagram is J3channel as well. Come along, find us, comment on our stuff, bully us. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's everything. Yeah. Where is our Discord link found? I guess it's found through our Instagram, or you can just like message us on Anchor or YouTube or whatever. We'll send it to you.
Or if you're watching us on Twitch, you can type in the command !Discord and the link will be there.
That too.
Everything's on Twitch. Yeah, I just realised every link is on Twitch anyway, so just go on twitch.tv/jfreechannel and all the other stuff is on there. Nice. Well,
we should just send everyone there to begin with. Just say how you find everything there. We can be lazy from now on. Jamie's made it look really beautiful as well, so I do recommend going and having a look.
He has. It is delicious now. You've done a great job, dude.
It's bellissimo.
What?
It's bellissimo.
Bellissimo?
Beautiful.
Oh, right.
Beautiful.
I have to say, I feel
guys.
good being back on a full schedule, though. It's nice to have
Oh, yeah.
like the old J3 structure back after the, I guess, 2 week sort of loose hiatus where we did like one stream each. There was like 3 streams and then we didn't record anything over the week.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Getting back into gear.
Yeah.
Kicking off 2021 on a high, eh?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah!
I'm excited. Good things are coming.
Yeah, they are. Stay tuned for that.
Like the podcast
And
next
we'll-
week.
We'll see you on Twitch or on YouTube, or you'll hear our lovely voices on our next podcast.
All right, guys. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. See you soon.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. I love you all.
Bye. Wiggles and
More
wiggling
than
the
the other
camera.
Wiggling.